Hello friends, this is a short tutorial on how to stretch audio in Reaper. You'll notice I'm using an old version. I've actually got two licenses, so I keep an old copy on one computer. It's version 4.78, but this works on the newest versions too. I have 3 tracks preloaded here. I've got some drums, I've got a FM piano, and I've got a synth bass. And you'll notice that every single one of them are of a different length. So let's check the drums out first. Okay, let's jump down to the FM piano and see what that sounds like. Notice it kind of drops any form of tempo on the second part, so that'll be fun to play with. And this is a simple synth bass. Alright, so for simplicity's sake, I'm going to keep the tempo at 120, and let's deal with the drums first. Let's solo those out. And this is a pretty simple procedure. You click on the waveform, move your mouse cursor to either side of the waveform, and you'll notice you get kind of a bracket with an arrow there. What I'm going to do is hold the Alt key. Watch what happens to that icon. Turns into a little hand. So now I'm grabbing that portion with a left click on my mouse, holding the left click down, and I'm going to drag it just ever so slightly to the left. Boom. Notice it snapped to the grid. So now I've got this for the drums. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to hit Control C to copy. I'm going to paste it a couple times. So now we have this to play with. You get the idea. Let's jump down to that FM piano. How is it going to fit in with those drums? I'm just going to mute the synth bass here. That actually didn't sound too bad, did it? But that one, that's not playing what I want it to. So I'm going to click over here in the middle of the FM piano, and I'm going to scrub it by grabbing this triangle up here just ever so slightly. So I'm right next to the beat, and I'm going to hit space to test it. It should play from that marker. All right, I'm going to split it there with the S key. Now, let's double check this beginning and make sure it's the tempo I want. Do I want to speed it up? It's a little syncopated, but it's not horrible. One more time. That's okay. So I'm going to split this track again. Now I'm going to move over here and I'm going to hold the Alt key. But you'll notice if I snap to grid, it's off. It's not stretching to meet the beat. So I'm going to add another key. Not only am I holding Alt, but I'm also holding Shift. Now I can time stretch without snapping to the grid. Again, I'm going to let go, and I let go of the Shift, but I'm holding the Alt and it snaps to the grid. But if I hold Alt and Shift at the same time, I can push it just a little bit past that beat. Now I am cooking with gas. Let's listen to what that sounds like. Now let's place this booger right on the beat and see what happens. There we go. Not perfect, so I'm going to grab that entire track with the Shift key. I'm not time stretching it, I'm just using the Shift key and the left mouse, and I'm going to drag that over. Reaper does an automatic crossfade. You can't see it because of how far out I'm zoomed in, but there you can see it. See the red lines? Let's check that out. Not perfect, but you can play with this to your heart's content. Now let's listen to what that bass is doing down there. That appears to be a pretty perfect looped bass line there. It's holding whole notes. Let's drag it all the way to the end and see what happens. I'm holding Alt, and I'm pressing the left click, and I'm holding that, and I'm going to go all the way to the end. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to match up. Let's check it out. Or you could go the other way around. Let's hold Alt and let's snap it to the first beat. What's that sound like? That's interesting. Let's copy that with Control C, Control V to paste it a couple times, and let's listen one more time. Well, I wouldn't release this, but you get the idea. There you go. Time stretching made easy on Reaper. If you found this video useful and you'd like to support me directly, visit buymeacoffee.com/DWR1967. Thanks for watching.